The DJI Mic Mini. Is it worth it? Hey, what's going on? Hope you're doing alright. My name's Matt, this is Dwyer.Creatives, and today we're going to be talking about the DJI Mic Mini. This was just recently released. I want to know, is this worth upgrading to? Say you have the DJI Mic 2 or the first gen, or maybe you're looking to get your first mic. Is this really worth picking? It is 2 Minute Tuesday, so let's go ahead and put 2 minutes on that clock, and I'll do my best to stick with it. First off, right in the box, I'm just going to throw this up here. Now right here is what you get in the main kit. You get 2 transmitters, 1 receiver, the charging box, a cable, Type-C adapter, and a charging cable. Along with that, you'll get a little windscreen, the magnetic clip, and a little carrying bag to throw it all together. Right into the differences, obviously the first one is going to be the appearance and how much smaller it is. The original transmitter is about 30 grams, while the DJI Mic 2 is about 28. But this Mic Mini is only 10 grams, so it's 1/3 of the weight of the other two. Now in terms of noise canceling, the DJI Mic 2 and the Mic Mini both have that, while the first generation does not. Something that the Mic Mini has that the other two don't have is the ability to go ahead and detect the audio levels, and if you're going to clip, it prevents that. Now saying that, the DJI Mic 2 right here has 32-bit float, which both of the others don't have, and of course the first generation doesn't have either of those features. Now going back to that 32-bit float, the DJI Mic 2 does have it and has up to 14 hours of internal recording. The original DJI Mic 1 also has 14 hours of internal recording, while the Mic Mini does not support internal recording. How long will you be able to run it? The original one will go out for 15 hours, the DJI Mic 2 will run for 18, and the new Mic Minis will have up to a 48-hour runtime. Now in terms of connectivity, both the DJI Mic 2 and the Mic Mini, they both support the Lightning and USB with the receiver, and also you can use the Bluetooth support, say with your phone. Now when it comes to the first generation, you are going to have to use a USB-C or a Lightning adapter to be able to connect it. As for the receivers, I only have the first generation, which has a touchscreen. The second generation has a touchscreen, also a dial to control it, and the Mic Minis follow that second generation, so you have the touchscreen and a dial on it. Of course, that is a lot smaller. Now, something that the first gen and the second gen will do that the Mic Mini won't do is you can go ahead and right up here, you can go ahead and connect these to a mic lab, where the Mic Minis, you're not able to do that. For pricing, your DJI Mic Minis are going to be your cheapest option. For their kit, it's going to be about $170. The DJI Mic 2s are about $350, and the original DJI mics are about $250. But because the DJI Mic 2s have been out for a little bit now, you can definitely find great deals on the first gen. I've seen them for about $150 to $100 used for a really good deal. That includes the charging case, the 2 transmitters, the receiver, and all the little cables that go with it. An option you do have with Mic Minis, which might be something that you're looking into, you can just go ahead and get that transmitter, which is about $60. And if you're only doing content with your phone and you only need one, that's a pretty good deal to get great audio. Overall, who do I think this is for? Is this something that I would upgrade to? Something I would recommend upgrading to? As for me, I'm not going to upgrade to it. I have the DJI Mic 2s, very happy with it, and I pretty much only use this with my Pocket 3 and my phone. For myself, this isn't something that I would be picking up immediately. I'm not even sure if I would really pick it up in the long run because I had the DJI Mic 2s. It has the 32-bit float plus internal, and I can go ahead and have the same connectivity. For me, it's not really something that I need. The Mic Mini's 48-hour runtime compared to the Mic 2's 18-hour runtime is definitely really appealing, especially because it's over double what the DJI Mic 2s can do. The DJI Mic 2s do have 32-bit float, which will help you from clipping, but the Mic Minis do have that automatically in there. Even though that's not 32-bit float, that would serve a very similar process. And with the price of all of it, is it worth really getting the DJI Mic 2s? Since I already have it, for me, it's a no-brainer. I'm just going to stick with this for now. If you're just getting started and looking for something to get into it, I would definitely jump on the Mic Mini, especially with that kit. Under $200, you can get everything that you need: 2 transmitters, a receiver, a charging case, everything that you need to get started. Now, if you already have the second generation like I do, it's not really something that I would say would be an upgrade. It would be something you get in addition to it. Say you're running the first generations, would this be something worth upgrading to? And I think that if I only had the first generation, I would strongly consider it, and I say this for a few reasons. First of all, that runtime, 48 hours compared to 15, to me that's a no-brainer. You get a lot more time up and running and not having to worry about if you're going to run out of a charge, especially if you're traveling. And there you go, for traveling, that's 10 grams compared to 30. That's 1/3 of the weight compared to the first generation. Now also, it does automatically have those audio preservation, will check for clipping. For me, that's something that if it does it automatically, that's that's one less thing you have to do or worry about later on when you're editing. And of course, if you're doing a lot of vlogging, you're out in the real world, or having to worry about trying to block those sounds in the background. Quick recap, right? If you have the DJI Mic 1s, yeah, I would consider upgrading. If you have the DJI Mic 2s, I probably wouldn't do that unless you really wanted a lighter setup. And if you don't have anything at all, I definitely think that it is something you should consider, especially if you're just getting into it. I think it is a great option. In the comments, let me know if you currently are on any of the DJI Mic 1 or 2 or any of the other systems out there for microphones. And if you don't have anything and this is going to be your first purchase, let me know that too. What are your pros and cons and what are you looking for? What is the value that you're really searching for? So there you go. That's my 2-minute Tuesday, or 2-minute-ish, give or take. If you have any additional questions or comments, let me know down in the comment section, and I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up here. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.